Hello everyone, welcome to Driven Life with Wanangwa. Thank you so much for tuning in today and for choosing to watch today's video. Don't forget to like, to comment, and to subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much once again for tuning in. So, without wasting much time, let us dive into the content. Today I would like to talk about what it means to find the right person. What does it mean when we say you found the right person? And so I really hope this is helpful. So let us dive into it. Now, what I want you to understand to begin with is that the right person doesn't simply mean a good person. Okay, it doesn't simply mean a good person. So many people are good out there. I remember at some point in my life in the past, I think some years back, we had a discussion in a certain service at a Christian organization at my college. And so we were talking, and some people were like, for me, I wouldn't mind to marry a Muslim because Muslims are very good people, and they are very charitable, they treat people well. And in as much as I can acknowledge that there are so many Muslims that are really generous in their lives and kind people, but the right person for you as a believer doesn't necessarily mean that they're simply a good person. Number two, it doesn't simply mean they are moral. Okay, there are so many people with principles out there. They don't engage in anything that is immoral, anything that is sinful. But it doesn't mean that they're the right partner for you. Okay, it's not simply that. It may mean that to some extent, but it doesn't simply mean that. Number three, it doesn't simply mean it's someone you're attracted to. Now, you have to understand that attraction is a big part of the equation, but it doesn't mean that is simply what it means. That's not the crux of the matter. It's not the core. Do you understand? There is more to it. So, number four, it doesn't simply mean they're good looking. And you know that there's so many people whom God really took time to create out there. People who are so good looking that they really make the world stop. You understand what I mean? So there's so many good looking people out there, but it doesn't mean that they are right for you. Okay. Number five is that it doesn't simply mean that they understand you. Okay. Sometimes I've seen people whose standard for selecting a partner is simply that they understand me. Okay, this is a person who really understands me. And I'm like, is that really the only thing you're looking at? So it doesn't simply mean that. And as much as that is important, but it doesn't simply mean that. Lastly, it doesn't simply mean that they relate well to your friends or relatives. Okay. I've seen people that is their own the only standard to say, for me, this person gets along well with my friends and also with my relatives or your parents or siblings, and you're like, this person is right for me. And the basis for that is how they're relating to people around you. Now, that's not simply what it means. Okay, what you need to understand is that when you talk about the right person, it goes beyond those things I have mentioned. It has to come to a place of, okay, is this person suitable for me? Okay, is this person suitable for me? Okay, not everything that looks good to you is good for you. There are so many people who are good out there. Okay, people who can make good husbands or wives out there. But it doesn't mean that they are good husbands or wives potentially to you. Okay? Being a good person doesn't mean that they are good for you. Okay? Being a right person doesn't mean that they are right for you. So you must be able to distinguish, just appreciating what kind of character a person has, or maybe how they are, how they relate with people, how their goodness or their level of kindness. You have to separate how good a person is from them being good for you as a partner, as someone you can build a legacy or a future with. That goes beyond just being a good person. So you must be able to understand that. Okay, it's beyond that. A good person, you must understand, can keep you from fulfilling your purpose. I've seen people who have married good people. Okay, I've seen so many couples. Okay, people outside the marriage, they are looking at them, they're like, that partner is amazing for him. Or maybe that partner is amazing for her. But the next thing you know is that when you go deep into the marriage, you realize that these people, in as much as they are good people individually, but they were just not right for each other because they are keeping each other from becoming everything God wanted them to be. Okay? So it's beyond just being a good person. It's about how good of a fit are these people. Okay? Are they suitable for one another? And these cannot just be superficial. It cannot just boil down to looks or how we relate to one another. It can't just boil down to how we make each other feel. It has to be something that goes even deep into identity and purpose. So we have to be suitable at a level as deep as purpose. Do you understand? It is so important. A good person can keep you from fulfilling purpose. You must remember that. Okay? A good person can also mislead you and even oppose you. A good person can do that. Can really mislead you or even oppose you. You talk of the daughter of Saul, who was given to David after he had won victory for the people of Israel. Okay, this daughter was given to him. She was a good woman. Okay, but when he began to dance and celebrate his God, she opposed him. She opposed him. Are you hearing me? A good person, but she opposed him. What went wrong? This person was not really right for him as far as his purpose was concerned. So we can't just be superficial. We have to look deeper than how we've been looking. A good person can mislead you and can really literally oppose you as well. Now, in Genesis chapter 24, verse 4, the Bible says, "But thou shalt go unto my country, and to my kindred, and take a wife unto my son Isaac." This is Abraham speaking. In verse 5 he says, "And the servant said unto him, Peradventure the woman will not be willing to follow me unto this land. Must I needs bring thy son again into the land from whence thou comest? And Abraham said unto him, Beware thou that thou bring not my son thither again." Okay. Now I want you to understand that the servant is asking his master to say, if this woman that you want me to look for Isaac, okay, if she says that she's unwilling to come with me to where we are, okay, to our land of promise, should I take your son to the woman? Okay, that is the question the servant is asking. Now, Abraham said, it must never happen. Whatever, it must never happen. Because nothing nothing should ever exist that can derail my son from the purpose that God has put on his life. And that is to continue the legacy of becoming a father of many nations. And where God is leading us, no woman should be able to derail my son from that. Are you hearing me? And so when the servant went there and met Rebekah, she had to make a conscious decision. She was asked by Laban to say, "Are you willing to go with this man?" She had to say yes. Number two, she had to be able to come to a place where she understood that she was going to follow Isaac. Okay, that means where he went, she was going. That's the thing about men of purpose. Do you understand? Okay, so where he was going, she was going to go. She had to conceive of that. Number three, okay, he was willing to let her go if it meant being derailed. Are you hearing me? That's what I want you to see. Being the right person is more than just having something superficial. It's more than saying they're a good person, they're a kind person. This is a person I can relate to. When we chill, things are really moving, we enjoy each other's company. It's more than that. It has to boil down to purpose. Okay? Are they suitable for you? Now you have to understand that to know the person who is right for you, you must know why you exist. Why you exist. The thing that will define your future. You must know that. What is your purpose? Why do you exist? Where are you going in life? These things must become clear. How does this person fit into that? these things must become clear. Are you hearing me? Okay, so never compromise when it comes to purpose. This is how you know a person is right for you. Do they fit in your purpose? Okay. Are they willing to go with you on the adventure that you're starting? Okay. This is why I always say, I implore, if you're a man listening to this right now, I implore you, take time to discover the direction that your life is supposed to take. Take time to know where you're going in life. Okay. Because when you select a partner, these are the things that you must present before them. This is where I'm going. Inasmuch as I felt led by God to come to you and ask you to be in a relationship with me, but this is where I'm going. Are you willing to go with me or not? Because when you go with me, you will follow where I'm going. Okay. And are you willing to go there with me? Are you willing to build something with me? Are you hearing me? This is how you know. Even the woman must know where she's going. And when she hears where the man is going, if she doesn't feel like that is the direction she's supposed to take, she must be clear. You don't want to pretend your way in a relationship. Don't pretend. Be authentic. Express yourself, meaning if you are not going the same direction, say it as early as possible, so that you stop wasting each other's time. Do you understand? So, never compromise on purpose and never pretend your way in a dating relationship. Be authentic and know where you're going. This is what fundamentally matters. You must realize that this is what fundamentally matters. I really hope this is helpful. Take time to think about it. Where are you going in life? What does your 10 years, 50 years look like? What are the things that God has put on your heart for you to fulfill and to do? Discover those things. And then when you have a partner, they will know exactly what they're getting into. Yes, this is what it means to select the right partner. I'm not saying that the other things I mentioned at the beginning are not important. But what I'm saying is those things are superficial compared to what I've talked about today. I hope this has blessed your life. Tell me in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like the video. Thank you so much. Until next time, have a good one.